Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on and appreciate each and every one of you for being here. My name is Samuel James Price, and every single day on the Crypto Lifer Show, I'm the Crypto Lifer, and we are the Lifers. I go over the news, and we talk about things that are happening as Web 2 converts into Web 3, and we see a lot of the movement of bigger companies that we used to know about making headway into the blockchain Web 3 space. PayPal Ventures leads a $52 million round for crypto firm Magic. The startup offers non-custodial wallet infrastructure for an enterprise client list that includes Macy's and Mattel. Crypto wallet as a service provider Magic has raised $52 million in a new strategic funding round led by PayPal Ventures. The funding will help expand functionality to include more use cases and towards a deeper expansion with the European Union and Asia Pacific region. Mass adoption of Web3 is a hot topic, and Magic is facilitating this with a safe and simple solution, said Alan Dew, partner at PayPal Ventures. In this press release, Magic's wallet creation service allows companies to reach millions of users on their apps and onboard customers who are new to Web3. We're proud to be investing in Magic and believe the company will help drive the growth number of Web3 use cases among global brands. That's a big deal. PayPal there, Magic there, and that's what we need is like, and I believe that comes from also UK clarity because it did mention more UK, as you can say, European and Asian Pacific region, expansion in European Union because they got the clarity, right? Now you can see big money wanted to come into the fold here, begin to come. That's adoption. I mean, we want adoption, but we're, Mattel and Macy's that want non-custodial wallets, it's a pretty big deal. So that's huge for me. Huge. And PayPal in there again, one of the leading companies. Well, great minds came out of that. USDT issuer Tether ventures into payment processing with Georgia Investment. The stablecoin issuer announced earlier this week it's investing in a sustainable Bitcoin mining facility in Uruguay. Yeah, I remember this. This is big news too, but just they're continuing it on. Like Tether, issuer of 83 billion USDT stablecoin, has invested in an undisclosed amount in the payment processor firm CitiPay.io, according to Wednesday's press release. Oh, this is interesting. CitiPay.io added USDT as a payment option for users in over 600 locations, including restaurants, shops, and hotels in the Caucasian country of Georgia. Tether tweeted, CitiPay.io linked to Binance Pay, the payment arm of the world's largest crypto exchange, allowing purchases with cryptocurrencies earlier this year. Binance tweeted. So like, if you had a Binance account and you made money, they have a card for you, right? And you can just spend money out of your account. And now that's connected to CitiPay, which also is taking Tether. Tether's investment is in line with a new plan, or they're invested in it too, to allocate part of its excess profits to purchase Bitcoin and venture into infrastructure payments and communication projects. The company reported almost $1.5 billion in net profit for the first quarter. Earlier this week, Tether also announced an investment in sustainable energy production and Bitcoin mining in Uruguay. So now they're also talking, just keeping it sustainable. I get it. So this is awesome. Tether's making some big moves. And that tells you that like this is where the money is made. In the bear markets, in the lesser prices, they're making big moves. That's a big deal. They also, buying up more Bitcoin, mining more Bitcoin, and just making investments, beginning to grow their reach around the world. It's a big deal. Crypto traders need to pay attention to Chinese yuan. The POBOC's potential intervention to stem yuan volatility could accelerate gains in the dollar index and add to crypto markets' woes. So someone's saying that the yuan and one of the 5 currencies in the International Monetary Fund's special drawing rights basket, they have like other forms of money. It's called it's like a basket of cryptocurrencies, has depreciated by 2.7% against the US dollar this month. Its worst performance is September. Going back to February, the decline goes to 5% versus the greenback, and investment banking giant Goldman Sachs suggests it could drop further. Historically, yuan devaluation has been considered bullish for fiat currency alternative assets like Bitcoin and gold, but the other side of the coin is a strong dollar. The U.S. unit is already on a rise trend, and further strength might lead to continued monetary tightening worldwide, and headwind if risk assets, cryptocurrencies among them, says some observers. I mean, they'll probably try to push it down the best they can, right? But I believe that Bitcoin is on its 4-year cycle, and that halving is just going to have more value weighted to it than people realize. I'm not saying we can't go and see lower lows or 10K and anything. Anything could happen. It's highly unlikely with the bullish divergence in the weekly, percentage-wise based on assets throughout the world. To me, I stick to the charts no matter what I'm hearing in the news. Many times I was, almost flooded out of positions based on reading, things like GBC was supposed to basically unlock and all the Bitcoin was going to get wrecked and taken. But it didn't happen. And a lot of people sold thinking we were going to 10K, and we actually bounced off 29 all the way to 69,000. And made a massive move in the market. So a lot of people got hurt off that reading the news and getting flooded by their own emotions. The People's Bank of China, the country's central bank, loosely pegs CNB's value to a basket of 24 currencies through a magnetic float system. The daily fixer midpoint is set every trading day to provide direction to the market. The currency basket reflects China's trading partners, and with the U.S. being the largest, the dollar has the highest weighting at 19.8%. The euro, the Japanese yen, British pound, Australian dollar, Mexican peso, some of the baskets of currencies. So they're thinking just because the yuan is losing to the dollar is so strong, it could hurt Bitcoin. But I think, yes, there may be a little basically liquidity grab there in the back end, where people might actually want to buy some things with the strong dollar could help them as a risk, in a riskier time, like T-bills and stuff like that. But at the same time, I believe the halving is just got that urgency. Enough people throughout the world understand what Bitcoin is, and it's in its own world cycle too as well. But I'll pay attention to this for sure, and it doesn't mean it's not something we don't have to think about. And everyone, that is the news for the day. Hope you got excited about it, and come back and watch the news every single day. Even if you only have a few minutes, we're going to give it to you exactly how you need it and when you need it. Thank you.